everybody, it's Brandon with Jarhead Diagnostics. Coming back at you with another day in the life of a mobile diagnostic technician. Today we're doing a 2008 Infinity G35 coupe that is a crank no start. The shop has already put a fuel pump in at verified fuel pressure, but they're not getting any spark or any fuel command. So let's dive into it and see what happens. As you can see, it's a try and crank no start. So let's dive into it and see what the issue is. I'm going to start with doing a relative compression first and see how that looks. The cadence of the engine sounds off, so I kind of want to start there and just see what everything looks like. Alright, so here you can see I've got everything set up to do a voltage drop test for my relative compression. I added a jump box to the vehicle just to make sure I've got good power. I'm back probed in on a cylinder for a cylinder sync. I'm using a Pico 4425A with my Surface Pro 7. Now, here recently I've actually preferred to use the Automotive Test Solutions eScan for my relative compressions because it just makes life a whole lot easier. Just quick grab and go on it, but being mobile, I forgot it at my house, so I'm using the whole scope. Let's take a gander at it. I like getting a nice long cranking out of it just to make sure that you got a good capture. Stop it. Go ahead and add a filter to it. And then also, since I'm doing a AC coupled, you also have to invert your channel. And now I got to recapture. Stop it. I'll take a screenshot so you can get a better view of it. But it looks like the cylinder that I'm synced on has actually got a higher compression than all the other ones. Everything else looks fairly flat minus that raise. So I'm gonna do an in-cylinder check on that cylinder and just see what we got. Alright, so after that last recording, I decided to run an in-cylinder. So I'm using my WPS 500X. I'm still gonna be doing a relative compression just to look at the other cylinders, and then I'm probed in on the ignition coil to try and get a sync on it to see where I'm firing, because I did notice on my relative compression that it looked like it was firing past top dead center. Let's go ahead and start. Make sure my filters are off. Go ahead and start it. Try and get it started. Hit him. Alright, so here you can see it's actually we got some issues with this cylinder. Let me pause you for a minute. I'll reset up the screen and we'll look. Alright, so that last capture I had just wasn't good. So I decided to recapture. I changed some stuff around as far as my settings go. As you can see, about where your intake is, where intake valve opening area is, you've got this extreme drop in pressure. That usually means that you've got a timing issue where the intake valve's closed during the down travel of the piston, which is causing a vacuum there. So this vehicle's at a time, which is why it would not start. So after reviewing all that, you can see that the vehicle's at a time due to that vacuum pocket where the intake valve should be opening. The intake valve's not opening as that piston's traveling downward, causing a vacuum in this section. So the reason this vehicle will not start is at a time. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and enjoying the life of a mobile technician. I apologize about all the background noise, but as you can kind of see, I'm on a busy road and I got the shop behind me. So thank you guys for hanging out, and always remember, do diag today, bro. One last thing about any of this, especially being a mobile guy or any technician in general, you really need to stay organized. So actually I just recently added this deck system to my truck, which is going to help me stay somewhat organized because it's got full length drawers all the way back. Allows me to keep everything nice and neat. And then on this one, I'm waiting on it to come in, but it will have a toolbox here for all my basic hand tools. But it allowed me to take all that stuff out of the cab of my truck, organize it back here, so that way it just makes life a whole lot easier. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and you guys have a wonderful day.